Hello guys, welcome to my channel again, Asking Expert. As promised on my Instagram page, I have kept the promise and I am making the video on IELTS. So without wasting any time, let's get started. As you guys already know, I'm not an IITian or an IIM alumni. So this video is for all those ordinary people or average people because I consider myself an average as well and I still have got a 777 plus. So I think this video is for all those people who think that they are not able to crack the exam, IELTS exam, either they're appearing for the academic or for the general GT exam. So I will give some tips and methods to you guys so that you all can prepare by them and can easily crack the IELTS exam. If you have ever watched any other videos where people are saying that you can crack IELTS in 10 days, 20 days or 30 days, so the story is not like that. First of all, you need to understand that you must know the basic English and basic rules of IELTS exam. After that only you can achieve your desired score whenever you book your exam. For example, if I talk about a person who is just a beginner and doesn't know anything about IELTS exam, then he or she would not be able to crack it in within 30 days. So that's the basic thing. So that is a truth which we need to get to know, and this is a harsh truth that people are not ready to accept. Even if you have the basic understanding, you still need to know the IELTS format and all other things. Okay, so if you are just believing that I'm just starting right now and I can crack the exam in 30 days, you might be wrong at this place, because you need to have all the basic knowledge of English as well as all the rules and formats of IELTS exam. So you need to first clear the basics. Once you have the basic understanding, then after that you can easily crack IELTS in your desired time. I have given several attempts. I am showing on the screen that this is the score I got when I had appeared for the first time in the exam versus the final score which I got. I am saying this because this is the final score that I had not tried for the CLB 10 only. I got CLB 9 because I had not tried, because I'm working and I can only practice for a few hours in the day because I had to do my job and then I was exhausted. So I only focused on 777 only and I got that in certain attempts. Okay, so it is quite possible that you might have to appear for several times, or you can obviously clear in the first attempt as well. So that totally depends on you and your hard work, whatever you do for the IELTS exam. So I'm breaking the myth that for clearing IELTS exam, you need to first of all have the basic understanding of English language. After that, you need to know about the IELTS format and all the rules that are applied into the exam. So you need to be aware about those things. After that only you can try to practice for 30 days and then you can easily crack the exam. IELTS exam is not that much hard. You just need to know about what are the methods you can try to apply in the exam, what are the strategies you can follow. So this totally depends on your hard work. The basic key to success in IELTS exam for getting 777 or like clearing 6 band each only in certain exams from the academic point of view is practice, practice, and practice. So there is a proverb saying that practice makes a man perfect. That is actually true for the IELTS exam, because without practice you cannot crack this exam. Starting with the very basics, you need to know about the English, and after that I'm jumping on to the IELTS modules, which are four. The first one is listening, where an audio is played for 30 minutes and then you have to listen to it, and after that you have to write your exams either in the answer sheet, or you can do, if you are participating in the online exam, you can type it on the computer directly. For that only you just get 2 minutes to check. Okay, so this depends. I had given the computer based exam because I was more comfortable. As I'm a working professional, I had the speed and knowledge of typing into the keyboard very fast, so I had appeared for the exam online, which was online. Moreover, the main reason behind leaving the offline exam was my writing was not good at all. So if you are not good at writing and you are good at typing, then definitely you should opt for the computer based exam also. Okay, I would be making very much detailed videos about each and every module in the upcoming part. So starting from the very basics, listening, first you have an audio will be played to you. You have to listen to it. You have to listen to it very carefully and then answer all the questions given in the answer sheet. One more thing which I noticed about listening was whatever score I got in the practice exam, I actually got that same band in the main exam itself. So if you are getting 7.5 in your listening practice, you would get 7.5 in the exam also. So no miracle would happen, because nothing changes in the exam, because you are practicing the same things at home and then just sitting at the exam center. Pressure is much more there in the exam, so you might get less, but it's very rare that you will get much higher score as compared to your practice tests. So when I started getting 9 band, I actually got 40 out of 14 listening in my home practice as well. So that same scenario happened in exam as well. I also got 9. So whatever you practice it with very much detail, you should always take care about what mistakes you are making and don't try to repeat that. Now coming to the second part, which is reading. So I'm just taking a generic sequence of following the modules. So second part is reading, where reading is very easy in GT exam, whereas it is very much difficult in the academic exam. So I practiced academic readings first because they are very much difficult, and I think more of the brainstorming happened with me when I was practicing the academic test. So IELTS is one website where you can practice a lot of tests from the general point of view as well as academic point of view. So I picked up academic reading first because I wanted to get to know more about reading, how much difficult it can come. When I stopped doing that, I easily got 7-8 bands in the reading itself. Okay, so it is very from my side, this thing worked for me. It might not work for you because it totally depends on your level of knowledge of English, level of understanding English. So this is the thing which I followed. Okay, I would be making detailed videos upon each and every module in the upcoming series, so stay tuned for that as well. And then comes the third part, which is the most interesting one, that is writing. I struggled a lot, and students also struggle a lot in writing. They are not able to even get 5 bands, or sometimes I've seen students getting even 3 or 4 bands in writing exam when I practiced on few tuitions at that time. So I did not get that. I got 7 band very easily because I know the trick how to do that. There are certain format which student needs to follow, and for this writing you need to first you don't need to read any extra books for your vocabulary, because I'm a very average guy, and I have not read any vocabulary books, but still I got time. So this totally depends like how much you are following the formats correctly, and how much good your ideas are. So this totally depends on the ideas and your way of writing. So the person who is the IELTS examiner should actually get to know that this person is a very mature writer, and his idea, the way of presenting ideas is very good. So the writing totally depends on your ideas and how you are applying those ideas into the form of IELTS structure. So this writing is totally dependent on that. If you are able to get that thing, then definitely you will get 7, 7.5 or 8 easily in the IELTS writing. And now the last part, which is speaking, which usually happens on a different day for the computer based exam also. So speaking is only possible to improve if you will try to practice it. Without practicing it, it will not work. I have given the link of how to improve your communication skills in the description, so go check it out. It will definitely help you improve your speaking skills as well. So in this IELTS practice, I also did pick some. So there is one format which is followed in the speaking. One is introduction part. Second comes a cue card. Sorry, and then comes a follow-up option on the cue card itself. I used to practice a lot in the front of mirror when I was practicing for the cue cards. I used to practice a lot in the front of mirror, so that thing helped me a lot. And then so there is always a structure which is followed in the speaking cue card as well, because that is the main cue card has a main weightage in the speaking module. So I will tell all things in details. Okay, so the main thing is practice, practice, and practice. Just follow a few resources from the internet which would be available, and after that you need to just practice on it and follow the rules very strictly. In the starting it will take some time for you to get some desired score, but eventually it will increase automatically. If you are spending full day, then you can definitely improve yourself in only whether 15 days, because when I had applied for the IELTS exam, I only prepared for just 15 days, and the score which was shown earlier in the video, I got that only from just reading 15 days. Okay, I was very close to that. And after that I struggled a bit because I had to do my job, and then I had gone deep into the IELTS where I got confused a bit. So I will also tell what confusions to avoid whenever you are jumping into the IELTS exam. So what distractions you should avoid also. Okay, so the main thing is I had only practiced for 15 days within the first attempt, and then I still got a very close score to 877. After that, when I had a very good idea, I was very mature about giving the exam, so I was able to crack that exam very easily. And seriously, my score did not drop after that. So cracking IELTS exam overall is not a very hard nut to crack. It is very easy thing, and you just need to focus on the IELTS practice, and then you would be easily able to ace the exam. On the exam day, I had to go to a different city to appear for the exam because it was a computer based, and it's usually not available in every city of I belong to Punjab, so it's not available everywhere. So I had to go to a different city to appear for the exam. So before that, I had to travel a lot, so it was totally kind of exhausting trip for me as well. But I still was able to focus in the exam because I had followed certain instructions which I had to did on my own, and then I was able to ace the exam. So the first thing is you need to stay calm. You don't need to eat much before the exam, because you will then feel sleepy, because the ACs are too good in the environment, and the environment is very much comfortable in the computer based exam for me. So you should not eat that much that you get sleepy when you are going for the exam, and it will require concentration. So do not try to indulge any of the things before you are appearing for the exam, which means you should not try to use too much of phone, do not try to use too much of laptop before giving the exam. So these are the basic things you need to follow. Okay, and before the exams you don't need to do practice a lot before 1 or 2 days. Just stop doing practice and just revise your basics, whatever you had done in the previous days. Also, the one was tracking my progress when I had started for the IELTS preparation. In the starting, I got only 26 or 27 in the reading when I was attempting the academic, and gradually when I jumped on to the practice for the general training, it automatically jumped to 35. So that was a dramatic thing which I saw. So always try to track your progress, how much you're progressing in the exam. After that, in the end, when I had booked my exam, I had practiced for like 15 to 20 Cambridge IELTS exams, which are from the books 13, 14, 15, and 16. I had practiced that. So I always got my desired score in those practice exams, because those are the actual scenario what would happen in the actual exam. I have seen some scenarios where exam was a little bit like difficult from the Cambridge books, but it does not matter. If you have good practice and good focus, you can easily crack that as well. At the last time when I had appeared for the exam, when I cracked it, so the reading was quite difficult, and it was not the level of Cambridge. It was a little bit difficult from that. What I think is I might be wrong as well, but so I was totally like sure about my things, that it was there were some tricky questions as well. So just need to stay focused. You should avoid all the distractions as well, and you will be easily acing the exam. Okay, so the main thing is just practice, practice, and practice. Try to follow some resources. I will share them with you as well. So just try to follow them, whatever you want to practice. What is your weak module? Just stay focused on that, and after that you can easily ace the exam. So if you have any other things, if I have not shared with you, please do let me know in the comment section. And have a good day, guys. Thank you.